So I got an email this morning reminding me there was no class Monday. We just get started and it's already not having class, which I want you to go and enjoy your holiday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an abbreviated assignment that you all will do to have ready for me the following Monday. So not this coming Monday, the 2nd, but this will be due the Friday, a week from this coming Friday. That should be the 6th. That way you're ready for the next assignment on the following Monday. So I will have a Dropbox open for you to insert everything in by, let's say, 11:59 p.m. on Friday the 6th. A week from this coming Friday. I hope my dates are right. Okay, so all 7 of you will be on the same in the same group, even. So you all can really share the responsibility. So it won't be a lot of work on anybody this holiday weekend. So there's 3 things you get to choose from. You have just read the first chapter on the different research studies. You have listened to the lectures about the 3 different research studies. You are now ready for the activity for the research studies. So you pick one of the following examples to do. The first one is descriptive study. So the directions say you're going to read the research question below. And as a group, all 7 of you, you have a new sibling who just appeared after class, so make sure you include her. As a group, write an introduction paragraph explaining your research question. What does it mean? And maybe how you're going to go about finding the information in order to suffice an answer. Then you're going to develop a survey, questionnaire, whatever. In order to collect the needed data, the group needs to use the data collection piece on college students. It needs to be some of your friends that are going to college, whether that be at Walter State, whether that be somewhere else. You can contact them through email, you can text them, you can do face-to-face, you can go to your cafeteria on the campus and wait on people to see if you can get responses, whatever. Let's say you have to interview 20 people, 20 college students, all right? Then set a deadline for the return. If you leave that questionnaire or whatever you develop to collect the data, whatever your data collection system is, if you leave it with them, set a deadline. So you make sure you get 20 responses back, at least 20 responses, and then gather all the responses together. Once all the data is collected, tally the responses and write an analysis of the information. What did you find out on our research? The last part of this assignment is to write a conclusion paragraph answering the research question. What did you discover per your data of at least 20 college students? So here is your research question. Choice number 1. List the issues in transitioning from a traditional classroom setting to an online classroom. So somehow come up with some questions or some kind of data collection where you ask people, college students, at least 20, how do they transition from the traditional classroom setting to an online classroom? You're going to write an introduction. You're going to explain your data collection techniques. You're going to give me a summary of the data. You're going to analyze the information. And then you're going to write me a conclusion paragraph explaining what you found out in your data. That's the first choice. All right. The second choice would be you all deciding, you have to decide as a group to do a correlational study. Same directions, at least 20 students, develop the questionnaire, all the same. But your research question in this one is there a correlation between the GPA and the number of hours a student works on a job? So you might text some of your college friends. You might once again go to the cafeteria on the Spherville campus or somewhere where there's a lot of student traffic. In some of your other classes even, before class starts, send around your questionnaire. Whatever you have to do to collect at least 20 samples, 20 responses from your data collection piece. And ask them, what's your GPA, and then how many hours do you work on a job, and see if there's any correlation to the GPA and the hours they work. Now, this will only be on 20, so are we going to publish this and say it's the truth? No, but I still want you to go through the process. I want your introduction. Once again, I want the data collection techniques that you used. I want the summary of your data, the analysis of the information, and then write a concluding paragraph to tell me. Now, this should be all grammatically correct as well. All right, your third choice would be an experimental study. Same directions, at least 20 responses, but your research question in this one is, what is the impact of active student participation in an actual classroom context? What is the impact of active student participation in an actual classroom context? That means students are actually doing something more than sitting in a chair in a classroom. And so, once again, the same parts are due. At least 20 responses. You could ask some of the folks in your classes, however you have to get 20 responses. Between the 7 of you, that is not an unreasonable number to ask, I think. So at least 20 responses, 20 college responses. You pick, as a group, all 7 of you get together, decide which one do you want to do, the descriptive, the correlation, or the experimental. All 7 must agree on one, if that means majority rules, whatever, however it has to be handled. I'm going to go into the discussion board. I'm going to go ahead and make 3 categories. Once your group decides which one you're going to use, all your discussions can come through there, and you all can actually respond to each other in real time there and post questions, post ideas. If this means getting together on campus, come up with some kind of Google Doc, whatever it takes. I know that I'm going to be so impressed with whatever you develop. So boundaries are only set as far as what data I'm looking for and the pieces of the puzzle that must be done. But from there, let your creative juices flow. All right, happy research finding. Have this ready by Friday, a week from this coming Friday, September the 6th, by 11:59 p.m., a document containing all of the 5 lower components there. Grammar matters, so make sure when you're typing and everybody has to participate. Okay, good luck. Text me, call me, email me if you have any questions. I'm making the discussion board as we speak under the discussion tab in eLearn. Have a great restful weekend.